can leave the Circle C now. So if you want to go check out the key item that's over at Bahamut, and if you want to go maybe do ordeals instead of Ice and Marsh, which I can't blame you for, you could absolutely do both of those instead. The game is telling you to leave the Circle C, so do with that as you will. And Demon Frog at least looks like he doesn't want to go do Ice or Volcano. Hoping TNT doesn't lead to something important, like, you know, Floater. Ale is our tracker right now, helping me out here, although I did mark off the canal, but thank you, Ale, for helping me out. I appreciate it. Again, I'm not able to look at chat with what I'm supposed to be doing here, so this is just focus mode. But I appreciate any assistance right there. Demon Frog back in Elfland. It looks like he sold the Bane Sword. I think he sold the Bane Sword. Bane Sword. Buy some houses, which I can't blame him for. He's no closer to TNT than he was before, however. Zenobian, meanwhile, is heading over to what I can only guess is Marsh Cave. Doing that Marsh play. Marshing it up in Marsh. Resets, goes in. If he's off Power Cycle, that means he's going to get 3 encounters back to back to back somewhere in the middle of this dungeon. Having already seen that in Topher. That's, depending upon what's here in Topher, not the prettiest thing in the world. Just get some money from the middle chest there. One of the reasons why it's an iffy check. Demon Frog, meanwhile, has decided to leave the Circle C, not do Marsh Cave. He is heading off, I'm guessing, to either Bahamut or Ordeals, because I doubt he'd go to Waterfall yet. Not without Oxyale if he could get away with it. Maybe he proves me wrong. Bahamut it is. There we go. Yeah, there's the whole of the Cardia chests are here because we have Bahamut's Horde turned on. Doesn't have the tail, can't do a class change, but maybe the class change is behind Bahamut, which has happened more than once. Laziest Bahamut ever. Please, go get me this tail and prove your worth. Oh, it's right behind me. Well, I mean, a deal's a deal. Opa Helmet's okay, Mage Stick's okay. Crown! Crown can lead to something. And Cube over on Xeno's side. So we got Crown, we got Cube. We good to go. And Xeno is actually checking these lock chests as well, which is an interesting thing, but he can find out what the trap tiles are, and that will allow him to maybe nuke some things if they're worth nuking, which this one is not. Ooh, another silver dagger. Ooh, big money. And Demon Frog doing the other half of the play that I was expecting. He's coming over here to Ordeals. Gonna check this out. We'll turn the crown in afterwards, but proximity says come here and do this. Blue D over there on that Ice -2 armor chest. They're probably a little too beefy to take, but it's good to know if you, like, really want to do this. Demon slowly trying to make his way through this dungeon. He's gonna be lost here for a little while. Nothing really of value for Zenobian. I mean, the Ice -2 is okay, but... like, I'm not jumping for joy because of it. So Xeno making his way out, Demon making his way through. And we're just waiting to see what people find in these various areas. The varias, if you will. No, you don't need to. I'm just... yeah. So Demon pretty much cruises through this dungeon like it was no big deal, and finds the eye, which is a nice reward right there. Gets the Oxyale out of here. So that's 2 pieces of go for him. He just needs to figure out what his last dungeon is going to be, whether it's Cube from Marsh that he goes back for that we already know the location of, or if he decides to go for Rod. Now, That's not to preclude him deciding to go dig for some other things, and as he decides to take the eye because the eye is delicious. He's got the spells to kill the eye like it's nothing. He might want tail, because he might want a weapon. Which, speaking of, he might want a weapon, which would be the Vorpal that's somewhere in the pool at the very minimum. And there's a ribbon in the pool as well that he may want to go for. So it's arguable about... I'm not sure who he's trying to kill here. But it's arguable about, like, what his go mode is actually going to be. He could be an item go mode and decide that he's just not ready yet. So we're going to have to see that. Meanwhile, over on Zenobian's trapezoidal stream, he is slowly making his way over through Crescent, and he's going to get his cube, which actually puts him in a similar position of one item technically away from go mode. Technically. So I am not Wout, I am Darkmoon. I'm filling in for Wout while Wout is somewhere. So you get to hear my dulcet tones instead of his. I'm sure you'd prefer his, but you're stuck with me. Slowly working on killing off that fighter who doesn't want to die. I mean, he's down to 115, yay. But, you know, we'd like him to be dead. I think Dima's gonna go try and get something that actually might kill some of his guys. And Xeno is making his way over to Ice Cave. We're gonna see whether or not skipping Ice and Marsh was really the play right here. Although Xeno takes a wrong turn. You see, even the pros will do that once in a while, just go the wrong way on the river system. It happens. Don't beat yourself up if you do it once in a while. Saves outside Marsh, dives in. Mancats might kill you. That could work. Oh, we're almost there. Oh. Pardon me. Thought I was muted there for a second. Okay, we are slowly making our way through the second floor of Ice Cave while while Demon is working on the eye some more. Has his thief softened, so hopefully the eye will decide to punch it or do something to it soon. I mean, we already know it has not that much health, so the Quad X should be an instant kill every time. Xeno finds a French vanilla tile? Maybe a vanilla bean tile. Like the ogres and hyenas from Volcano right nearby. Vanilla bean's probably the best way to describe it. Neapolitan? Well, I'm not sure. I'll let chat decide that. Ale can let me know in the notes if they come up with anything good. Like, you like to see this pack that Xeno found, but you don't like to find it when it's all mostly burbs, because they're the least valuable of all the enemies in here. You want, like, 5 Wiz Mummies and 4 Mummies, if they can show up. But there's a very variable pack. There we go! That thief is now down. We are down to 2 characters. And now he gets to swing a Nerf bat against the eye and slowly try and kill it. Eye has almost killed the Black Mage. That's an interesting position to be in. Decides to put the fighter up front and hope that the Black Mage doesn't die, I guess. Getting the audio glitch where we lose the music. That's fun. Xeno still making his way through, found some images on that tile. Doesn't care about that. I can't blame him. Gonna continue working on these eyes. Just continue working on them. Really working them over. He'll be here for a while. This is his grind, and he's gonna be in it for the long haul. Xeno, meanwhile, finds Zombie D's, and if they're not too difficult, they could be a decent grind to take. Well, when you get a max roll nuke, of course they're gonna die. Whether or not he decides to take more of these is the question. So if you have IFAQs, feel free to share them. Aye, it's the IFAQs. It's the Apple IFAQs. Pro Ring's nice to find. That's good. And with this, we're going to see what the item is after we get past one mage. And that mage is a bagel. That would be the Ruby. Ruby is set to roll right there. So that's going to let us two more items that we can take over to Titan and Sarda. Still continuing the possibility that we might actually have a go mode for Xeno any second now. With Ship and Canal in hand, he has the ability to go turn in that bagel anytime he wants. They put a nice toast it, put a nice smear on it. Delicious. I had that earlier, and it was, in fact, delicious. So Xeno just has to clear his way out of here, and is Demon, check the chest. Are you done, or are you going to continue grinding? Okay, still going. Okay. He's going to be here a while. Everyone grab a Snickers. Xeno running across sleepy Frostwolves. Well, that's just a treat right there. And his whole party is asleep, and now they're getting slowed. He desperately needs to get out of this, because you don't want to see what their next spell is. You really don't want to know what they have backing this up. Because at some point they could have something... Oh, right there. That was what we didn't want. That was bad. That was bad. So, note, let's not fight Frostwolves. Wow. Moving on, Xeno desperately running out of there and is now happy. So, with that, he is going to make his way over to his ship, and which is going to be... Crescent? No. Oh, he already has a ship. I was like, where did he park it? It's fine. He already knows where he parked it. He's down the river system. It's good. He's going to make his way back to his ship. I'm presuming, I think we've already been seeing it, he's going to scum his way across the overworld so he doesn't get any encounters. There he goes. Continuing on. Probably... Oh, yeah, revive over here at Crescent because the clinic is right near the front entrance. I love this clinic. This clinic's great. Revive. Get some more healing and other items, and then save. Oh, he has the money for the TNT. Smart. And that's another turn-in he can do, so he can turn in the TNT on his way to turn in that bagel. Bagel. So everyone in chat, you can share your favorite bagel if you so desire. Xeno is deciding, however, to go take on a volcano before he heads out. Proximity, I get it. I've had enough nasty carries that I wouldn't want to do it at the level he's at right now. Demon's approaching the level where I'd probably feel a little more comfortable. Demon, however, probably, yeah, and you can see he's not reviving, or he's not healing up his Black Mage. Demon probably needs to let that Black Mage die soon. But Xeno is checking more than the greed chests here, which is... It's a bold strategy there, Cotton. Just a bold strategy. Yep, so we're grinding eyes. That's what we're doing. We're grinding eyes. Look at us. Oh, a negative ice shield to go along with that negative ice armor. Because it wasn't glorious enough already. Thank you, game. So now we're going to check the armory, because we've checked most of what's around here in this dungeon already. Xeno deciding that even our Hydras aren't really worth fighting for him, despite his low level. That was something worth taking. Pro ring, another pro ring. Okay. I'm sorry, the angle at that that small font at that angle was a little hard to read the first time, especially with the glare over the top of it. This is all Zenobian setup, and this is the prettiest I could make it, so we're working with what he gave us. Pro cape as well, and he is going to take that from the looks of it. Yes. Last I checked, Demon I think is 27 on his fighter. Oh wait, well Black Mage is down, so we'll actually see a better shot of what he's at this point. Dragon -2 is nice Harmon to find. 31. Okay, so he's decided 31 is good enough. He is out. Maybe he was out of healing. Maybe he's just decided that it's a good enough break point for wherever he's going. Maybe he just thinks he spent way too much time here, which, debatable. He is level 31 now. He's a happy camper in that regard. Zeno has walked out of Volcano to go save what he got, and he is walking back in. So now we're going to see the actual dive, and we're going to have to figure out just how many chests he's going to check. Demon taking an interesting spot to park. I'm frankly kind of curious about why he parked there and why he's coming here. I mean, yes, his characters are dead, I get that, but depending upon where he's going from here, there were other places. I don't know. Let him do his thing. Whatever the case. Ice Sword +5 is nice. That's, honestly, and a Weird Sword plus something. 3? 3. So that's a couple of, that's a couple of endgame items right there that he's in-game swords. Or swords that can at least be endgame if he so wanted it. So that's, yeah, it's tolerable. Tolerable. And now he's settling himself down. I think he's gonna go do Ice Cave now. Nope. Just gonna go buy the TNT. Is that all we're here for? Don't want to do anything else? Yep, just buying TNT and then moving on. Okay, well, that's fair. That is fair. Back to his ship. He's going to turn in the TNT, see if he gets his go mode. And if he does, then we get to figure out what he's going to do. I mean, he doesn't have an endgame sword yet, but we do know that there's some decent swords floating around at Volcano that he could go pick up if he decides to go check those. And he's got Fast and Tempered. Theoretically, he could do it just as is. Theoretically, maybe. Zeno's still making his way through Volcano. Oh, Demon got Adamant, and I missed where that was. Was that the... I'm guessing that was the key item at... Ordeals. It's the only other place that... Or no, he got the Adamant from the TMT. My brain just finally locked over. So, Lazy Dwarves. Okay, so we've got the Lazy Dwarves right there. Laziest of Lazy Dwarves. Yeah, yep, Ale just let me know that I was right. And that becomes the herb. So we're just going to continue doing turn-ins around the Circle C, which makes sense because we haven't really done any of them yet. Also looks like Zeno has tapped his phone or camera pointed at phone in the midst of playing. So if you will give me a second, I am going to adjust his layout. And that's the best we're going to get it. So hopefully he doesn't tap it again. Okay, and with that, we're back to, focusing on things. Xeno is fighting Carrie. Carrie has Thunder. Oof. Oof. Okay. Carrie not playing around. Herb became the crystal. We're going to turn that crystal in and get the floater, which isn't, getting us any closer to go mode as far as Demon is concerned, but you don't hate to get the floater. You don't hate it. It's something. With that, Xeno is taking care of Carrie and has got the first of the orbs on the table. And in theory, he's just as close to go mode as Demon Frog is still. He needs to do his grind at some point, if he's gonna grind, which I assume he will, because he's not that great a level. But he is in theory, especially with that. Oh, Demon Frog has his technical go mode now. He's got the rod from the herb. Zenobian also getting his TNT, and that is actually his way to a go mode at this point. So he can do those turn-ins and technically never get the floater and not care. Yeah? Yeah. Anyway. Moving on. Demon Frog turning in his floater. Xeno coming over to turn in his TNT. I'm actually really enjoying this just because we're seeing two players taking very different paths despite the fact that they both need 3 orbs. So there's going to be a lot of overlap, you'd suspect, but it hasn't really played out that way yet. And that's what I get for looking down for a second and not seeing what Sarda had. I'm hoping Ale can let me know. Bottle. Perfect. Thank you. Xeno, what are you doing? His camera keeps moving. This is mind-boggling dealing with him and his setup. I swear. Okay. Let's not have that happen again, Xeno. Come on. There you go. Also, I'm noticing his camera's slowly going in and out of focus, too. This is incredibly weird. Okay, we're gonna leave that again. There we go. Demon Frog goes and checks some spells, and is flying northward. Going into Gaia, while Zenobian goes and turns in that delicious, delicious bagel. Demon Frog finds gold bracelets, which he's sitting on a boodle of money, and they're pretty cheap, so that's nice. Xeno gets his tail. So, Ruby was at... Yeah, he's the one that has it. Ruby was at Ice Cave, if I'm not mistaken. So, Demon is gonna have to go do Ice Cave if he wants promotion. Gets the bottle from Sarda, which we already knew. And now he's just going around picking up armor, because why not? I mean, Gold Plus 3 is a nice piece of kit. I'm not going to complain about that. That's very good, yeah. Xeno now making his slow walk back, and he's got to decide where he's going to go next. And now he's going to go do the Bahamut and Ordeal's place. Yeah, oh, he's got tail, so Bahamut's a given. Get his class change in and make himself even happier. Bottle turn-in leads to the Vorpal plus 5! Well, that is a sharp little nerf bat right there. That's the sword Demon needed. Now he just needs his class change. Thinks about, do I want to go do Ice Cave? Do I really want to? And then he decides to, which we know is going to pay off for him. Wisely decides to pop a save first. Because he will now be able to go get his bagel. And, well, it might not be a bagel for him, but we're just going to assume it's a bagel. The magical Titan bagel. Made of granite and everything seasoning. He'll be able to go turn that in and get his class change, and then I don't think we see him do much of anything else. He's just going to go raffle stomp some dungeons and be done. There's Xeno's crown. So it's interesting, if Xeno wants a sword better than the couple that he's swinging, the Ice Plus and something... One of the Thief Swords, I want to say. Weir, +3. Then he's going to have to go get the floater and go. He may decide not to and just try and risk it. Meanwhile, Demon has to clear out this dungeon to get his class change, which we know he will. I kind of feel like despite Zenobian being a crystal up, Demon is kind of in a better position to finish this seed. So far. Things could change in a second, but that's the way it feels. And that's the crystal from the crown. Xeno is just following the quest that we already saw from Demon Frog earlier. They're just tracking each other's positions. Opal +4 sled is not bad for the 2 knights that he's forced to take. Certainly worth something. Slap that up on the thief, the ice sled, get rid of something else, and then... Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's that tail for, or the bagel for Demon Frog. Ruby, whatever you want to call it. Piece of thing that he will eat. Oh yeah, stunning giants. We're definitely not fighting that. And then Xeno already knows the Frostwolves are not something he wants to touch. He bails out quick, and he's moving on. So he is worried about his grind. He's just not entirely sure what to do about it yet. So we're just watching the two of them follow through on each other. Apparently I was muted there for a second, my bad. I thought I was talking. I was, but no one can hear me. Floater there, Xeno's got that. He can go do that bottle turn in, which he probably will, and that will get him that Vorpal. And then they're going to be on closer, more even footing. By the time he's done with that, I would assume Demon will probably be through Volcano, and then they were going to be in almost a dead heat? Yeah, because Demon has his go mode via Oxyale, and Xeno has his go mode via Cube. So once they've both done their class changes here, or yeah, class change and picked up Vorpal and all the stuff that they need to do, which actually I think they already done class change, then they are going to be in a dead heat at that point. And no class change yet for Demon, that's right, because he hasn't gone and done the bagel turn-in. Okay. Still, we're very, very close. This is all going to be down to execution at this point. Now, Demon is still checking chests, which is curious. He doesn't have a ribbon, and that might be the one thing he's really looking for, but still, curious. There's that Opal +4. Is that a second one? I guess there's 2 in the game and I didn't realize it? Huh, interesting. I mean, far be it for me to say that I know everything about this game, that's for sure. Oh, and we've lost Zenobian. Oh no. Uh-oh. We're gonna try and get him back in just a second. I'm letting his internet reboot. Well, we're gonna put the technical difficulties for right now. Maybe we'll get him back at some point. That's Volcano for Demon Frog in the meantime, though. And he's off to Crescent to do a quick revive. Bring his Thief back up, who he likes to have. He has been bothering with that other knight. Can't say I blame him. More heal pots, and we're good to go. I have let the runner know that their stream has crashed. I haven't seen them respond or have their stream come back up yet. It's just down. Demon coming over here, gonna get his tail now. So we'll let him get his class change and he can put on all that fancy armor that he has and use that Vorpal, which I'm sure he's going to love. Practically a katana right there. And then we'll probably go see him finish off the last 2 dungeons that he needs to do. Xeno's stream is still down. I'm not even certain that he actually has seen my comment letting him know. But I did mention it in the race room. That's an interesting select. There we go. I was like, that's an interesting selection of gear you have on there, Xeno, or a Demon. Wood armor with an opal shield. That's pretty funny. Okay. Vorpal on the fighter, Ice Sword on the thief. Demon's in good position. Xeno saying he's restarted his internet, so we'll hopefully see his stream come up soon, and then I can get him back up and running. Meanwhile, we'll continue watching Demon Frog do Demon Frog things. Deciding where to go next. Buy and warp. Maybe he's thinking he has to go check Waterfall for Ribbon. I can see that. In the meantime, however, Earth Cave. We're right here. It makes sense. Not gonna check the Hollow Giants. His levels are already good. So we're just watching Demon Frog slowly make his way through Earth Cave. He's on floor 3 right now, almost up to the vampire. And we have achieved more Xeno streams, so let me get that loaded back in. And technical issues, and there we go! Xeno once again in at quite a pretty angle. He's found the eye, he's grinding the eye, he will be here for a while on the eye. Now, that does mean that he's going to be a little bit behind Demon, depending upon how long he decides to stick around here. Demon already being done with his grind. Now, the interesting thing is that neither of them have really had any struggles so far in these flags. Demon has just taken a very clean line through, and seems close to being able to finish this off at this point. Also finds the katana because the rich get richer and you're never punished. You should have warped there, Demon. That would have been a little faster, but okay. Anyway, so Xeno is kind of behind the 8 ball here just a little. They were dead even for a while, but depending upon how many levels Xeno decides to get here, he could be, like, minutes behind, depending. It's a curious question. Okay, Ale telling me we got Slab from Waterfall, which led to Ribbon, which cool. I'm gonna take his word on it. He is the tracker, and I'm just the guy that's pushing no buttons and barely paying attention to anything, so. Technical difficulties with the stream left me scrambling. Demon almost all the way through Earth because, you know, everything runs to me when you're this high a level in Earth. Easy dungeon to get through. A little long, but easy to get through. And we already know that Thunder is on the Frostwolves, so... Swing, a nuke, low rolls, another swing. Lich is still here, which you don't expect from Lich. Lich actually punching for some decent damage, all things considered. 1 hit, 63 on a tanked out fighter. Lich, you're overperforming. And then he dies. So that's 2 down, Earth Cave lit, and we can move on to what will be Oxyale for Demon Frog. Oh yeah, process of elimination. I see what you're saying, Ale. Slab has to be at Waterfall and has to lead to Ribbon because we've seen everything else. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Thank you for keeping me on top of that. Demon checking level 7 magic finds junk. And we're moving on. Whole lot of junk. And I don't think the white magic we saw was all that great either, so class changing was just for weapons and not for magic. Slowly making our way through Seafloor. I hate Sea Shrine. Like, I feel Demon Frog here. He doesn't want to go do the dungeons that would get him the rest of Go Mode through Sky Palace. He's in Go Mode. He's got Oxyale. You gotta do it. I hate Sea Shrine. I would rather Sky Palace every time in these flags. Every time. Ooh, ghosts. Yay, thanks. Oh, here we go. And at the 46-minute, 35-second mark, Woat has entered the broadcast booth. It's all good. It's all good. Let me share the stream with you so you can see what's going on. Okay, there you go. Yes. So, they found, the Royals had both the key items we need to just, like, define Go Mode. Sarah and King had key and, loot. So at that point, it was just figure out what dungeons you were going to do from whatever came your way, basically. Demon Frog is going, Water Shrine in comparison to Xeno going Sky Palace. Demon is also an orb up because he took a long eye grind early and managed to get through it pretty quick. Vorpal plus 5. I don't think we found a ribbon yet. Lots of good gear otherwise. Oh, there's also a katana that was lurking in Earth Cave that Demon found. So his guys are set. And yeah, that's about it. Four forced, otherwise nothing. So the four forced was 2 fighters, a ninja, and a black mage, which playable. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting told we can't hear you on stream. Hold on 1 second. Whoa, just asking for a recap there. So what was your question?
Saying, so did we see anything good in the Night White magic, or is this just going to be a overwhelmed Temple of Fiends revisited and don't die?
I'm pretty sure we're just going to see a melee beatdown. Black Mage had everything you would ever want all at one level. It was like Brack and Nuke and Temper at level 1 and also Fire 3. So, like, a little too stacked, honestly, at level 1 because you hate having Nuke and Temper together.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the big disadvantage of a stack like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and apparently Demon Frog has a defense sword, which I didn't even see where that came from. So.
At least I got here for the fun part.
You got here for the end. And Demon is ready to go do the end part now. Although he is going to go check Waterfall. Well, we already knew process elimination, which Ale pointed out. Slab's going to be here at Waterfall, and this will lead to the ribbon, which may be our only ribbon.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that Demon may be one to go ahead and grab, like, Temper on that ninja while he's in the neighborhood.
I think he may have done that, but maybe not. I know one of them did.
But I just saw an Aegis plus 4 on Zenobian's side, so...
That was... Yeah, it's hard to see his screen because we're seeing his recording from his mobile phone. So...
See, I was wondering what was going on with that, but I also figured, like, there was, like, a reason, and I didn't want to sound, like, ignorant.
Yeah, the reason is that OBS won't make it look prettier than that. That's the reason it looks that way.
To be fair, it does look really good when Zeno's in the air. Like, it's got a quasi-SNES quality to it when he's, like flying, but...
He's just playing a Mode 7, baby!
Exactly! When I first pulled the stream up, he was flying, so my first impression was like, how is he doing that?
Really good emulator right there, Mode 7.
Yeah, it was like, BizHawk has really, like
stepped
these BizHawk
up!
extensions have gotten wild.
Yeah, it's really stepped up.
So it looks like Demon Frog,
he's in.
Yeah, grabbed the slab and is just like, you know what, maybe I can get through this without having to go to Lefane.
Well, he's got no wall and no life. So, it's a bold play, Cotton, let's put it that way. Now, he does have... I'm not sure he checked the armory that had Dragon, but he has... And he doesn't have the Aegis. So that means the only thing he really has is a Pro Ring, unless I missed a ribbon he picked up somewhere. A Pro Ring, a Defense, and a Dream is basically his actual defense right now.
Enjoy the irony on Demon Frog's side of his dead fighter being named Tank.
Since you are... Here, you're here so you can commentate while I actually find this. Let me see what the blursings are, because I didn't have time to do it since I was, doing it all.
Yeah. Again, my apologies.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Generate the ROM. I'll go see what the blursings are so we can actually see. Maybe he has some protection on the fighter, I don't know. I mean, if he has res all, then that's probably good enough,
Like, if he had res all, you would have noticed before this point.
Okay, you're talking about me.
See, I wasn't going to immediately correct myself like that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
But you do raise an excellent point.
It's fine. I know. It's okay. Browse over to the file and let me see what the blessings are.
Alrighty.
Fighter has improved Cat Claw, wood bonus, and no promo spell. Well, no promo spells. Okay, so who really cares there, you know? He's not, even if there was life, he wasn't gonna check for it. Thief had luck and money, and Black Mage had resist PFT, poison fire, time, plus temper. So he's got an extra 2 shots of temper, along with the 9 shots he has at level 1. It's a lot of temper. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that basically is essentially 2 free shots of nuke as you're heading down.
Yep. Oh, and of course, it didn't matter whether you want to buy Fire 3 along with those other 3 spells or not. Black Mage can't have Fire 3. Oh, darn.
Oh, well, I can't pick to cast Fire 3 over nuke. Like, I think even things that are weak to Fire 3...
I know, right?
Like, nuke is the better play.
Nuke is better.
Yeah, it's like Ice 3 is the only one of the elemental spells where it's like there are occasionally points where you want to use it instead of nuke.
Yep. So I guess the argument could be made. The fighter's MDef at level 33, plus the 3 resists that the Black Mage has, plus the pro rings. Maybe that's good enough to go without a ribbon. That's some hard calculus you're doing right there, but.
No, that is like... that is basically going, I hope that Lich had Krakened Bane. That is what that is.
Yeah.
That is the crossing your fingers and going, I hope the one thing that I don't have to see these instant kills on, had them both.
Yep. Getting lock in defense.
Yeah, Demon Frog's schmoovin'.
He is. And hey, Kraken already missing, that's what you want. 8 hits, 484. He's... Nuke and a Katana swing to back it up. He may get this Kraken down next turn. There you go. Hey. I mean... why worry about a Kraken if there's no Kraken, you know?
Which of course means all of the bad things are on Tiamat.
We have seen plenty of Gatekeeper Tiamats in this tournament. Free Iron Galls that he gets to run away from. And we're now in here. And we've lost Enobian again.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, technical difficulties until it comes back up, if it comes back up. He is behind by 5 minutes, so, like... if it doesn't come... oh, that was 1 hit, 1 damage from the Katana.
Ideal.
7 hits, 400 damage, though, from the Vorpal plus 5, which is, you know, the improved Katana.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
That rare occasion where the Vorpal is the better sword.
Thief is just there to help. I'm doing something. It's like
Alright, Tia goes down. Demon Frog probably about to drink the rest of the potions in the bag.
Black Mage and Fighter get the first, I would think. Or, okay, or Thief, sure. Maybe if he has some extra tempers.
It's one of those things, I think, once you get through healing up that fighter, you know how many more potions you need.
And it looks like Xeno, in the time that we are having downtime there, has entered Topher, so he's... wow, Demon flew through this. What was that, a 5-minute Topher?
Nothing put up much of a fight.
No, nothing put up much of a fight. That was... Tia didn't have anything... Kraken didn't have anything. I'm really worried about what this Chaos might have, because Chaos has spells. Chaos is using his spells.
Yeah.
Demon is already starting to swing. Good call. Good call.
9 hits, 500.
Yeah. Couple more like that. You could be good. Okay, please just keep casting Lightning too, Chaos. That's all we want.
I kind of want to see Chaos throw something rude out.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Okay. Oh, there we go.
You can't blame me for that.
No.
I was potentially still asleep when this happened.
No, you weren't. They're not on delay right now.
Oh.
There is no delay because of Zenobian's internet connection, so it's a fighter and a prayer.
Fine, this is my fault.
Yep, but it's okay. Demon actually gets through it. Finishes with an official racetime.gg time of 57 minutes, 45 seconds. And we'll see if we can get them in for an interview. And Zeno has, of course, forfeited because, I mean, there's no differential at this point, and why waste his internet? You know?
Yep. You realize you're going to have to take point on this interview, right?
I will. Actually, I'm going to make you ask all the questions so you can find out what happened.
I could. So, you know, tell me about the beginning of this scene. Okay. So tell me about kind of what happened after that.
I know, right? Please tell me more. I want to know. So I've asked him for an interview. Zeno is going to try and finish up, but I've already like cut his stream live. So, but we are joined in the booth by Demon Frog. Demon, GG.
That was the dumbest eye grind you ever did see. I guarantee it.
I've seen some dumb eye grinds in this
Tell me a little bit about it.
Boy, did it feel bad. Like, super bad. But
I mean, it took you a while. You were there, what, like 10 minutes?
Yeah, so what kind of what felt bad about it? You know, kind of just help us out a little bit.
Short sword +4 or
Yes.
flame sword -2. Taking 3 rounds to get an eye really feels bad, but it's at the end of ordeals. It's nowhere convenient. It's like, it's here, so let's do it. And then it also felt bad was I didn't have a weapon yet, so I don't know what level am I going to.
Yeah. I will say, though, once you found a weapon, though, that Vorpal +5 was nice.
I was I was ready to use the ice +5 I found.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I got the ruby. Let's turn